Welcome to LifeSpring channel. I would like to share with you a story from 3 letters from Teddy. Teddy was a grade 5th student in Mrs. Thompson's class. He was clumsy, backward, dirty, didn't play with boys. On his answer papers, Mrs. Thompson would put a big X. In their school, she had to go through the students' yearly records. When she came to Teddy's, she was in for a shock and surprise. Teddy's first grade teacher wrote, "Teddy is a bright student and joy to the class." His second grade teacher wrote, "Teddy is excellent, but his mother's cancer will affect him very badly." Third grade teacher wrote, "Due to his mother's death, he has lost interest, doesn't do homework." His fourth grade teacher wrote, "He is withdrawn, no friends, sometimes slips in class." Now Mrs. Thompson understood the problem. She was ashamed of herself. As Christmas time came, all students brought presents. Teddy's present was wrapped in an old grocery bag, but she opened it. There was a rhinestone bracelet with some stones missing and a quarter full perfume. Students laughed, but she wore the bracelet in front of the class and the perfume. After class, Teddy remained behind and said, "You look like my mom during Christmas." She cried for an hour. Then on, she left teaching reading, writing, arithmetic, and instead she started teaching students. She paid a special attention to Teddy. He responded and passed with high marks. He finished high school, graduation, and became an MD. Periodically wrote letters acknowledging that she was the best teacher he ever met. In his last letter, he invited her for his wedding to sit in his mother's place. She went with the rhinestone bracelet and wearing the perfume that Teddy had given. Teddy whispered in Mrs. Thompson's ears, "Thank you for believing in me. You made a difference in my life." Mrs. Thompson replied, "You're all wrong. You are the one who made a difference in my life, Teddy." Yes, dear friends, when Mrs. Thompson became aware of the problem, the compassion got activated and made a difference in the life of Teddy, and in return, it made a difference to her own life too. Today, let's see compassion, the powerhouse of transformation. Let's start. Compassion, the powerhouse of transformation. Compassion is a deep awareness of the suffering of another, coupled with the wish to relieve it, wanting others to be free from suffering. Practicing compassion frees us from attachment to an outcome. We access and embrace humanness, both our own and that of others. It involves walk a mile in my shoes, put yourself in someone else's shoes. You begin to access the heart of the matter, or you find out the core of the issue. Its effects builds lives. People get the feeling of "I am loved, I am worth," gives people totally new direction to one's life, enables people to believe in themselves or in their capacities, gives them hope, enables people to take ownership for one's life, enables people to start designing and working for one's life. People feel grateful for the special touch received from you and remember you forever. Why aren't we so compassionate? Maybe low self-belief, self-respect, self-esteem, confidence. There are so many blocks within oneself that makes one blind to the reality of others. Initially, did not respond with concrete action and now got used to it. My priorities are confused or not set right. My emphasis is more on having than being. More importance to work than persons. Living like a frog in the well. Lack of learner's attitude. There is the fear if we offer compassion, we'll somehow be condoning and encouraging hurtful behavior. The real power of compassion lies in choosing it in the midst of difficult situations involving behaviors that we find upsetting and entirely putting off. When children and adults around us behave unskillfully or inappropriately with actions that are intended to cause harm, they need our understanding and compassion. Compassion does not mean condoning hurtful or unskilled behavior. It's reaching into yourself to relate to people with a heartfelt energy of compassion that they can hear and assimilate. Compassion is a powerful force that works wonders in the other person. It really works to shift and change a situation for the better. Important to remember, as you go to that compassionate place within yourself to look at the person who is doing something upsetting, you are not only giving compassion, but you are receiving what you have given. You can't launch a negative attitude or a judgment at someone and still feel peaceful and good about yourself. In those moments, it is impossible to feel lovable or safe. Research results. Compassionate response to difficult people and situations yields a positive reaction 70% of the time, whereas responding with resentment or anger produces a negative reaction 100% of the time. So, which one would you choose? Compassion, that is positive results 70% of the time, or resentment, failure, result 100% of the time? What do you want to do? To build or destroy? Compassion or judgment or resentment? You can make a positive difference and you are capable. It's a stand that you take that will determine the future of many. It requires your one choice. By your choice, you won't become poor. Tips: when you are confronted with problems involving persons, maintain freedom. That is, don't pass judgment immediately. By practicing thought management key, namely, these are my thoughts. 2. Analyze the situation and make an attempt to understand the root cause of the problem. 3. Sit with the person. Help the person to analyze the situation. Show your disagreement while showing understanding as well as giving your support. Help the person to come up with solutions to the problems. And if the person is unable to find solutions, then you can suggest some, and then the person decides on one's own to act upon them. Promise your further support to help the person. Just do it, and you will see the wonders. Have vibrant life. God bless you.